What's up, everyone? I want to just say welcome to this series here. We're going to be going through, the paperwork for all of my cars, every single one that I bought. So, without further ado, I know a lot of people have been waiting for something like this. And I know for some people, they absolutely just did not care because my word was my bond and they believed me. But I mean, here I am to just go ahead and prove a lot of people absolutely and completely and utterly wrong. I'm excited because I'm about to turn a lot of people into flat out liars. Guys, people just straight up have been lying about me, behind my back even, and I'm not gonna stand for it. So this is what we're gonna do. I've got some sticky notes here. Just give me a second to kind of move some stuff around and find the best angle to do this at. There's really not even enough desk space, but I don't want there to be any excuses. So and what I'm doing with these sticky notes, I have personal information on these documents, right? My driver's license number, my address, certain things about me, heck, even my phone number, my email, I don't want everybody to see. So that's actually what I'm gonna do. Starting out, I'm gonna go ahead and just put sticky notes over some of that vital information. So if you bear with me for a second, I'm gonna go ahead and start out actually with my, what is it? Range Rover, one of them. And yeah, give me 1 second. Dropped a folder and some papers fell out. That's okay though. We can actually do this one next. This is the Porsche. Yeah, so let's see. Good grief, man. I'm telling you. I thought I could prepare for this, but you really can't. I actually went live with this before, and I mean, I had sticky notes falling, my information was showing, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and do it this way. Okay, so as we can see, this is a actual sales contract. Range Rover Sport, 2018. I bought this one last year, and as you can see, I bought it for $131,581. So yeah, that's just one of the very, very many vehicles on this list here of cars that I have. So this isn't in anybody else's name, right? This car is only and solely in my name. And yeah, that was really just to prove a point. Every single document that I signed to purchase this car, there's no co-applicant. Everything is exactly how I said it would be. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the sticky notes from this one. I'm gonna go on to the next. So here, 2019 Porsche. Give me 1 second. It's got my identification on here. Had a little bit of personal information. So again, this is who I am. And for those who know me, they could probably even see my address through there. This is a 2019 Porsche. I mean, there's many ways to say it. Macan. It depends. Some people pronounce Porsche like Porsche, Porsche, however you may. But, you know, I got it with 13,000 miles on it. Bought it for pretty much 60 grand. One thing that they don't really include on these is the service contract. That's not even included here in all of the total amount that they add up there. So yeah, this car has been in a lot of my content, a lot of my videos. You know, all these cars, I've had them lined up in my garage. So the address that's on here is actually to one of my apartments, where, you know, I had all of these cars lined up and stuff in there. So yeah, this dealership actually, it happens to be, you know, not too bad. I purchased 4 vehicles from them. However, you know, I just want to point out to a lot of people is just buying from dealerships has been a huge pain. I bought everything way overpriced, and, you know, I can really say for a fact that they're not looking out for their customers' best interest. It's really their own pocket, but it's a business, you know, that's sort of to be expected. So this right here is the other Range Rover, and yep, it's got the address right here. So let me put that sticky note right there, and then what else? I think that's it. Let's see. This one's pretty long though. Like it's a really long document here. Bought this from CarMax, another 60,000. Let's see. Of course, that is me with my address blurred out. You know, 2018 Range Rover Velar right there. Whoops. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm sorry guys, my little stand here, it keeps dropping. So give me 1 second. I guess the iPad is too heavy to have it down at a certain angle. But yeah, you know, this one I got from CarMax, 30,000 miles on there, and I mean, it wasn't half bad. They do have a dealer inventory tax here. It's $130. They have a whole lot of other fees, and so you can see the total additional charges added up to like 6,800 pretty much, which came out to be just under 60 grand for this car. Again, this is one that is in a lot of my videos. It's another one that was parked in the garage. So for those who know me or maybe have met me or seen me, this is another one of my cars. So let's see. Next we have Mercedes 2019 Mercedes GLA. So let me go ahead and put some I have stalkers. I have people that have actually, stalked me and followed me home and stuff. So yeah, I go through some lengths to protect certain information. But yeah, this is 2019 Mercedes-Benz GLA 250. It's bought by me. There's nobody else's name tied to this vehicle. And I got this one, as we can see, for just shy of $50,000. So this is another one that, like I said, if you watch my videos and you're wondering why I'm standing surrounded by a bunch of cars, or maybe you're wondering why I have a bunch of keys, it's because, well, I do have a lot of cars. And I mean, these are just the cars that I was able to keep the paperwork on, because all of this stuff pretty much is from last year. Last year, I'm pretty sure I acquired probably 16 more cars. So give me 1 second. This one has my driver's license number on there. And I don't know why some places put it on there and some places don't. But that's okay. Yeah, I've got some true fans out there, some true followers, and I just want to say thank y'all, because y'all believed in me when the people that claimed to be closest to me didn't. So I appreciate that, and I love y'all, and that's real love on everything. So this right here is a 2019 Jeep Wrangler. This is Rubicon. So this one had the freaking tow hitch on it. So it's a $67,000 Jeep. And that's because it's very different than many other ones out there. Lifted, leather interior. I mean, the top is a freaking drop top, convertible, 25,000 miles on it. So, yeah, more dealer inventory tax, inspection fee, title fee. So what I like about this dealership, the documentary fee is $125. It's not $150. It's not $300 like you'll see on some of my other papers. It's very, very reasonable. And yeah, like I said, I actually bought multiple cars from this dealership. The people that work there, are very nice, very respectful. So yeah, I can't say that I won't ever buy another car from a dealership, but I know I'm positioning myself to where, I won't need to. And it's like, why do I need so many cars? Why do I need this? Why do I need that? For a lot of people who don't know me, I have a lot of things in excess. And I don't find anything to be wrong with that at all. So let me go ahead and put cover up some of this information here. And yeah, scanning all this stuff definitely wasn't fun, but tell you what though, it was much needed. Very much needed. So one thing I will say is I am an advocate in not letting other people determine your worth, your value. That's only something that you can do. So yeah, in this dealership I actually purchased multiple cars from. So this is 2018 Audi S5 for $60,000. And as we can see, you know, that amount adds up pretty quickly. It's really about $67,000 for this car, but it's in my name, you know, and it's another one from this list here. So, and that's probably the main reason why I'm doing this, is because a lot of people have assumed, you know, that these cars are not in my name, or that they don't belong to me. And truth be told, they belong to me about as much as most people's houses belong to them. You know, because guess what? Yeah, some of these do have a balance on them. Some of these cars, you know, I do still owe on them. I've paid many cars off, but you know, a lot of people are very entitled to their home being their home, and that's really not the case. It does technically belong to the bank until you make that last payment, and even then, sometimes it can take them 6, 7, 8. I've seen 9 months for them to deliver the title. So, you know, at that point, it really is, you know, mine. But yeah, I mean, I've been at the whims of some very shady dealerships, you know, dealerships that actually went out of business, and then I had to go back and fight and find someplace, you know, I had to actually go to the DMV. I've had to do everything that you could really imagine in the car buying process. So let's see here. Go ahead and put that over my name. So this is Maserati 2017 Maserati Levante. And what I'm actually going to be doing here is I'm going to dive through the paperwork, probably on Patreon, you know, for people who want to go through and they want to know more about these cars. Every car actually has a freaking history. For people who want to know more, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and open up a lot more of these documents so that people can see more information, know the story that's behind them, why I bought them in the first place, because not every car had the same purpose. It's easy for people to jump to conclusions, and it's easy for people to, you know, go out there and fail because they're thinking one thing and it's the complete opposite. So this is my buyer's order for 2011 BMW 3 Series. So I lined up all the BMWs for a couple shots. This one I actually walked into the dealership, you know, with cash to buy. And I did that with quite a few vehicles. But, you know, I didn't take a cashier's check. in there. I walked in with actual dollar bills to buy some of these cars, which is very different than what many dealerships and what a lot of people are actually used to. So this one was my favorite car for a while because it's a Cadillac, and you know, I just kind of grew up liking the Cadillac brand. And this one isn't the freaking Escalade. This is the SRX that I scooped up for, you know, 20,000. So, you know, this one had payments on there, 72 payments, 304 a month. But this one is the Cadillac SRX 2015 used. And I don't know, they say documentation beats conversation. Well, that's what I've been told. So, you know, here I am. I mean, there's still a lot to go, y'all. There's still multiple folders. And again, some of these older cars, I mean, I have some stuff. I either have the title application, receipt. I just, honestly, at one point, I didn't know I'd ever be doing this. And I'm gonna tell you, at one point, I didn't ever know that I would have so many cars. But I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. I was a diesel mechanic in the Marines. Hoorah, Semper Fi, for any double dogs out there. So this is 2011. This is the 5 Series BMW, 95,000 miles. Another one, 10 grand. Copped it in cash. Yeah, for my Marines out there, thank you for your service. Thank you for anybody who actually served this country, and for doing something for somebody else other than yourself for once. So I don't care how long you spent in the military. I thank everyone for their service, because they're actually doing this country a real honor, a real service. So, I mean, we've got a ways to go. It's already been 23 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's still 6 more folders. I still have a binder and a few other places. You know, for the longest time, I wasn't even gonna show people this list that I'm still actually putting together. But you know, each of these folders here, the physical and the digital folders, represent something more than what a lot of people would choose to believe. So, and that's okay. You know, all the documents are there. And, you know, some have way more than others, but, you know, this is what I've been doing. A lot of people want to know, you know, what have I been doing, or even maybe as to why. Forget the why. The why is irrelevant. The why is irrelevant, and I encourage people to find out how. Don't make assumptions. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and get some breakfast started for me and the puppies. I thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll probably be back on later today.